Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Yep, I'm back to the coffee. The stomach this morning was okay. I had a little bit of yogurt, so I know I shouldn't drink coffee on an empty stomach, so I thought maybe the yogurt might coat it. We'll see. But anyway, I'm having pecan pie coffee this morning. And it looks like the sun is going to be shining, and we're going to have a heat wave of 27 degrees. So some of you have sent me some pictures of snow in Florida and in Texas and Louisiana. Oh my goodness, what's happening? So it all went south apparently. I mean, we got plenty of snow too, but then the next storm that came through went through the south. So I imagine the citrus fruits will be very expensive coming up because I'm sure with snow in Florida, they've probably frozen. So anyway, I'm back to my coffee today, and we'll see how that goes. And I did add the coffee tamer packet to it. I'm still giving that a go. It says make a good cup even better, so I don't know about that, but it does reduce the acid 90%. So I really don't want to give up coffee, but if I had to, I would. But I'm trying the yogurt, and we'll see how that works. So seems like everything I put in my stomach lately upsets it. And I've been to the doctor, and, I mean, it is what it is. My biggest concern always, of course, is stomach cancer. Nobody wants to end up with that. So I try and keep an eye on it and not let that go. So hopefully, let's all pray and hope that they'll find a cure for all these horrible cancers that people seem to be getting. And it seems to be getting worse. And I'm sure our food supply has something to do with it. You might call me a conspiracy theorist for saying that, but that's okay. It's what I believe. So hopefully we can get that straightened out with our new JFK Jr. or RFK Jr. Being the head of that department. Let's see if he can make a difference. Hopefully so. And I know some of you are probably saying, oh, he's another conspiracy theorist nut, but, well, he can't do any worse than the previous people did. So that's what I figure. So I should get to my mom's today. I don't know if I will or not. It's really bitter cold out there. I know the schools have been closed because of the cold. And, yeah, it's not fit for man or beast out there. I feel really bad for the animals that have to live out there. But, you know, everybody says, oh, they're used to it. But I don't think I'd ever get used to that. So cheers. I still like that first cup of coffee the best. I think it's the most tasty of the day. Of course, I've gotten to the point where I only drink 1 cup a day, so I used to drink it all the time, all day long. When we had downtime, when I was a beautician, when we had downtime, we'd sit in the back room and kibitz and have coffee, and it was actually a fun career. I mean, we did our cleanup and stuff too, but if we didn't have a customer, that's what we would do. We'd sit in the back room and drink coffee. And then I worked in one shop that was the back room where we had our breaks and our coffee. It was freezing in there for some reason. So we drank coffee just to stay warm. But anyway, those are from many, many years gone by. And but all in all, I enjoyed being a hairdresser. And I know some of you are saying, but Ellen, you're a nurse. Yes, I was a nurse too. I was a nurse for 20 years and a hairdresser for 30 years before that. And then there was a time where the two careers overlapped. And I had to color code my calendars to make sure I was in the right place at the right time, because I needed the money. You know, I was a single mom raising 3 kids. And I mean, my ex-husband, you know, he did give some child support, but that wasn't enough. You know, that's enough to buy the kids some shoes and clothes. You know, it's not enough to pay the bills and the food and everything else that goes with having a house. So yeah, those were struggle days, but I wouldn't trade them for the world. They were good days too. So all right, well, I will meet you over there at the budget book, and we'll see what's going on with that. Okay, here we are back at the budget book. Well, yesterday I did spend money. I put in a Walmart order that was about $80, but that included some Pepto-Bismol and something else, some medications for the stomach. So that took up about $15 of the order. And then the rest of it was just some food, a little bit of produce because I'm trying to cut back on that. Yeah, just random things. So I try and over time, since I have Walmart Plus, when I run out of something, I just put it in my shopping cart, and that way when I need to buy some things, I already have my list going because it's already in the shopping cart. And I do the same thing with Aldi's, and because I have the delivery service for that too. And I just think that delivery service is wonderful. It's so much easier than going into the store, wandering around, looking at all the stuff, buying stuff you really don't want because you see it, so then you buy it, and then you have to package it up, and then you have to go and schlep it to your car, and then you get home and you have to schlep it all in the house. And with the delivery service, it's Instacart, that's what I'm using. It's just great. You know, they drop it off on your front steps. You don't have to go up and down the stairs at all. You just bring it in the house and you put it away. It's easy, so much easier. And yeah, it does cost you a little bit more, but in my world, I think that's a win because we overpay for everything anyhow. So sometimes, in my opinion, convenience is worth the cost. You know, it's not always about pinching every single dime you have. Sometimes if you can afford it, a little bit of help in the way of grocery shopping or any other thing that you need help with. Like for me, it was with the organizer or having my handyman come and hanging my fan. I'm of the mindset that my time is worth some money too. So having somebody available to do some things for you, even if you pay them, I think it's worth every penny. So that's my take on spending money. And, you know, it's still to the point where you can't take it with you. So as long as I'm staying within my budget and within my spending means, I'm perfectly happy. And, you know, like at my age, I don't need to have $1 million in the bank. I need to have enough money in there to sustain me and to keep me comfortable. because comfort to me is another thing that's very important. So that's just all my opinion. If you don't agree with me, like I said, I don't care what other people think. Always saying, oh no, you shouldn't this and you shouldn't that, and no, your thinking is wrong, that makes for very bad relationships with other people. So, yeah, I'm not doing that. So anyway, that is it on my budget chat for today. Okay, back to the morning coffee chat. Cheers. Once again. I'll wait if you put me on pause, if you don't have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever beverage you like. Glass of wine, whatever makes you happy. All right, let's do another life lesson from Julia Cameron. Let's see what our lesson for today might be. And today's the 23rd of January. January's clipping right along. So, yeah, the older you get, the faster time seems to go. And a lot of times people wonder why that happens. And I read somewhere that as you get older, let's say you're 1 year old, okay? Well, when you're 1 year old, a year is your whole life. So you have nothing else to compare it to because that's all you know. So as the years progress, now this year for me would be 1/74th of my entire life. So of course it seems like 1/74th passes way quicker than one whole year. Anyway, that's the explanation that I heard, and it made perfect sense to me. So, let's get on with our reading. Little one, you long for a more spiritual life, but tell yourself it is too difficult. Nonsense. The smallest steps will bring results. Simply say, hello, and our conversation can begin. Whisper my name, and I will respond. Listen for me, and you will hear the still, small voice. Let us start. Now, I have a whole lot of conversations during the day with God. I just, I put things that are bothering me in His capable hands, things I don't know what to do with, and I always get a response. It may not be instantaneous, but I feel a very strong connection. And, whether you're a believer or not a believer, give it a try. I mean, it can't hurt, I mean, if nothing else, people talk to themselves all the time, and sometimes even that is helpful. Because, and this is just my opinion, this is nothing researched or anything, but sometimes when you say it out loud, it seems to stick in the brain a little bit better. And then, of course, there's always talking to yourself in a mirror. I do that when I'm really trying to figure something out, or if I'm distraught about something, or I have a problem that I can't solve. I often talk to myself in the mirror. And if it's something that I keep going over and over in my head for whatever reason, I'll go to a mirror, I'll look myself in the eye, and I'll just say, stop. Stop it. And it works. It works for me. Give it a try. It may work for you, it may not. I don't know. I can only share with you those things that work for me, and then you can try it or say, oh, you're full of it. That doesn't work at all. And I'm okay with that too. Doesn't matter to me. I've never cared what other people think. I've always done my own thing. I've marched to the beat of my own drum. I've done it my whole life. You know, I've never paid much mind to other people's opinions because that's all they are. It's their opinion or your opinion, which holds more weight in your world. Well, in my world, usually it's my opinion. Not that I don't listen to other people. If they have a good idea or if they have my best interests at heart, then of course I listen to the other people. But ultimately, it's my decision of what I'm going to do, how I'm going to live my life. And, you know, if other people don't like it, well, then either they can stay away or, you know, just choose to keep their mouth shut. Whatever. So anyway, those are my thoughts. But yeah, I mean, having conversations with God is very helpful to me. And, you know, most people call it praying, and that's really what it is. And, you know, I've seen things like on YouTube, the right and the wrong way to pray, and, you know, and maybe there is a right and wrong way. I don't know. You know, I don't know what the protocol is, what the formality of it is, but for me, I just talk to God. You know, that's my way of connecting and praying. So whatever works for you, that's what you should do if you're on a spiritual journey. And of course, the older I get, the more I find myself on that journey, because you can see that, you know, the end of the road is approaching a whole lot quicker than what was behind you in the rearview mirror. So I think most of us want to make our peace with that and our peace with God and make sure we're doing the right things that we should be doing, because I think we're all here with our own purpose, and it doesn't have to be anything grandiose. You know, it can just be something small, sharing your gifts and talents with other people, you know, being there for other people, even if it's just lending an ear. I think, you know, that's all part of our calling. So I think we all have to figure that out on our own. And of course, the older you get, the more urgent that task is. So anyway, those are my thoughts on spirituality. I think it's very important. I think it's a very important part of life and living in the right way. So, well, all right. That is my talk for today. All right, well, today I wanted to give you a little tour of my living room and all the things that I got new and all the old things I've had. So this candle holder I've had for many, many years. It's been in the basement, it's been up here, and now I actually use it because I can see it. So I've had that a long time. I've had the fireplace a long time. But I did put all these tiles around there recently. So, and I'm enjoying that. The mirror I've had for a long time. These two candle things I've had for a long time. But then I got these flame, which I really enjoy in the evenings. So those are new. So I got those, and it has a remote, which is really nice. That doesn't always work. There we go. So I got those. I got these wall sconces new, and they're touch lights, and they're rechargeable. So I got those in case of a power outage. So those are new. This cabinet I've had for many, many years. It holds my candles, all my electronic cords and things like that. And the designs on there I've had along the tchotchkes I've had a long time. I've had this lamp a long time, but the shade is new. And of course all these pictures have been hanging here for years. The day bed I've had for a long time. Some of the pillows are newer. They're pillow covers. The pillows I had, I just bought new covers, but they're not that new. I've had them for 2 or 3 years now. This ottoman is new. It holds some of my exercise equipment, so that's new. This stool is not new. I've had that a long time. The charger I've had a long time. And under there is my walking pad. That's new, but I'm not going to drag that out. This chair and the little stool I've had for years and years. This little round table that looks like a library I've had a very long time. The lamp I've had a long time, ever since I moved here. The shade is new and I really like it. So over here, the chairs are relatively new. Sorry for the mess, the little pile there, but that stuff needs to go somewhere. So I got those for more seating in here, but they're not that new. I've had them, 2 or 3 years. And these little stools, they were sent to me by a company, so those were free. And this one had a problem with the base, and the company right away sent me another one, but the stool was still usable. So it's a swivel stool, so that was given to me. These stacking tables I've had forever, along with the decor. I've had that forever. I've had a matching lamp here now for same as the other one with the new shade. All these little succulents I've had. I hung up these macrame curtains. I've had those for probably 2 or 3 years as well. So moving over here, this karaoke machine I've had for a long time, along with the little tables it's on. Same with the apothecary cabinet. I've had that a long time. Of course, the pictures. I've had the Bose that's over there in the corner for a long time. It's my form of stereo. I wish this camera would stop going out of focus. Having a hard time with the focus on this camera. So anyway, all that I've had a long time. All this decor had for a very long time. The baskets, all that I've had a long time. The couch I've had for 2 or 3 years. The puppy, I've had him for, he's 10 now. He's getting older. The stools I've had a long time. This is new. Got that recently. This is an older puppy too. I've had her about 10 years. She's a little younger. The ottoman here, I just got that and I like it. It's a storage ottoman. So that's new. This cabinet is new. I needed a little more storage and I like the way the baskets look. So, and the decor I've had. This lamp again I've had a long time, but the shade is new. These curios I've had since I moved here, along with all the stuff inside of it. So that's old, old, old. Along with the decor on top, that's all old. This cabinet I've had a long time. The shelves are new. The decor is not. The TV I've had now for a couple years, so it's relatively new. That other little cabinet with the drawers is new, but this desk cabinet I've had for a long time. And the decor is old. I've had that decor for a long time. So that's a little tour of my living room. Oh, and the corner shelf here is new too, but the decor is not. So there's a little tour of my living room and how it turned out with all the things that I've gotten. This chair I've had a couple years. I know I've got all kinds of cushions and stuff in there, and it is so comfortable in the evening. So that's my favorite spot to sit. So there we go. A tour of my old and new living room. And I'm really enjoying it. Well, sorry about bad photography. For some reason, my camera does not like the living room. I can video in all the other rooms in my house. It does not like the living room. It gets blurry, it gets all kinds of things flying around in there. I'm sure it's dust. But anyway, I have a hard time filming stuff in my living room. So my apologies for that. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.